All right. Again, we're very happy, like again, that this COVID situation has becoming a little bit less of an issue, even though we're still not out of the pandemic. But we have new threats, which actually we're now being confronted with, which has been caused by monetary expansion from the federal central banks during the pandemic, which are now coming to fruition, as well as supply chain issues, mainly from Asia, where a lot of materials and sometimes certain products cannot be delivered to the manufacturing industry in the United States and Canada. And of course, as well, we are now having this not so great issue that we have a return to war times where Russia has attacked Ukraine, which is also causing further pressure on pricing. So, and it really has caused inflation levels not being seen since the 1980s and actually 1990s of the last century in the United States and the entire Western world. As I was actually checking this morning, in fact, the Federal Reserve Bank of the US is predicting that inflation can go up to over 10%, 11% in October. So this is kind of where we are. But as we always say, crisis also provides opportunities. And companies are looking for new investment strategies where they can either produce goods at a lower price and re-import the products back into the US and Canada, or find markets where they can sell their products. Central and South America are territories there where we have seen many new requests over the past months. The US and European companies set up new operations or purchase companies to hedge against supply chain issues. That's really a new trend. Latin America provides a very solid, educated workforce at a reasonably priced labor costs. Today, we want to feature two strong economies that were our new TRC broker partners in Costa Rica, Confía Corredores de Seguros, and in Ecuador, inside Corredores de Seguros, Carlos and Pablo will present an overview of their markets, companies, and the services they can offer to our TRC members. We will send you copies of all presentations after the webinar. Please send us questions which we will answer after the panel discussion. You can do so using the Q&A function at the bottom of the screen. So, and now it's time to start with a poll. So let's see whether you guys get this right. Good. So we have right now already quite a few. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. So the question is, what actually is the #1 sport in Costa Rica and Ecuador? And yes, you guys got it right. It is soccer. So, and again, congratulations to Carlos, to Costa Rica qualifying as the last nation in the World Cup. So that's been a very big thing. So appreciate all that. Great. Yes, we really think this is like a really great way to really start our session. So, and now, like I said, we want to provide you with the respective overview. So let's dive into it. So our first country we will feature today is Costa Rica. Costa Rica, where is it located? It's in Central America, has a population of a little bit over 5 million, and again, a GDP of about $60 billion. It's a very, very, very stable country, and I will leave Carlos to tell you a little bit more about like how the country is doing and a little bit about it. He knows it much better than I do. So a couple of other facts I thought that would be very nice to share. People might not know, but actually Jurassic Park has been filmed in Costa Rica. Like most of the movies have been filmed there. Also, a lot of people in the US and Canada like ziplining. Birthplace of it is Costa Rica. And who hasn't had a chance to travel there? It's a beautiful country, beautiful also species, birds, monkeys, really beautiful to visit, definitely worth a visit. And last but not least, I thought very interesting, you might not know, but outside of the US and Canada, Costa Rica is one of the favorite spots for Americans, Canadians to retire. And by having said that, I now will actually pass the microphone on to Carlos to tell you more about Corredores de Seguros. Carlos Castillo, CEO and President of the company, to tell you about Costa Rica, the markets, the services they can offer. Thank you so much. Please go ahead, Carlos.
Right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Carlos Castillo. I'm from Costa Rica. Thank you, Christian, for the introduction. We're very happy because we're going to the World Cup finally after a long fight. Let me present you about our brokerage insurance company and about opportunities in investment opportunities in Costa Rica. Yeah, the name of our company is Confia, which means trust, right? We are a market of 13 insurance companies. We represent them all. We started operations in December 2010. We were in a state monopoly for 84 years. And after 2008, our market opened, it was open to new insurance companies, and now we have 13. We are located in Escazú, San Jose. That's one of the best areas in Tower Confia. We have 24,000 clients, 1,450 corporation, 65 employees. And this is our webpage, confia.co.cr, in case anyone would like to get in touch with us. I also sent you my email in the chat, and also through Christian, right? Where our mission, vision, and values, basically our vision is to exceed our customers' expectations. We represent, as I mentioned earlier, we represent all the insurance companies. So we have big names such as ASA. It's the largest Panamanian insurance company. We have Pan American Life Insurance, which is a US company based, headquarters in New Orleans, and operations in Central America, Caribbean, Ecuador, and Colombia. We have Qualitas, which is the largest vehicle insurance company in Mexico, with operations in Peru, El Salvador, Costa Rica. Adisa is the third largest insurance companies in Panama. VMI, which is based in the US. Sagicor is the largest in the Caribbean. Mafre, which is all around the world, with presence in 100 countries. Blue Cross Blue Shield, that some of them you might know. Oceanica and Lafise are smaller insurance companies. So we work with all of them. We're clients. What we do was, as any other broker insurance company, we do assessment of risk and management of insurance, all the claims management. That's what we do. We present different options to our clients with comparative charts. We have a TPA for those large accounts that have many employees. They don't need to transfer the risk to a local insurance company, so we help them to administrate an auto administrated plan, a self-insured, working the same as with an insurance company. We have our own medical network. We administrate accounts in 130 countries through our networks. We usually propose cost reduction offers to our clients. We present benchmarking and reports. We have a discount card web page in which our clients can see all their other insurance portfolio. We do webinars and events, training, advisory, and we do have group and voluntary insurance to our clients. This is our structure. Basically, we have three divisions. One is property and casualty. There we do surety insurance, fire or risk, liability, cargo. For example, each division has their own claim department with specialized employees. We have employee benefits. We are very strong at that. 50% of our business is employee benefits and 50% property and casualty. We have, there we do medical expenses, life or injury, accidents, travel, tourist insurance, in that area. In Costa Rica, we have many multinationals from the US. They have operations in Costa Rica because they take advantage of the high level of education. We have fully bilingual people. They get into free zones where they have many tax advantages. So we have so many companies like Hewlett Packard, P&G, Intel, Citibank, and others, other big names are in Costa Rica. Especially they set up shared service operations, and some of them are very strong in medical devices, for example, and other high-tech manufacturing processes. They do it in Costa Rica. So for us, it's a great market because all of them offer employee benefit programs to their employees. So we have new companies coming from the US every week. Some of them start very small and then they grow. Some of them start big. So this is a great opportunity for us. We have the list of all these corporations in Costa Rica, and you might know some of them. We will love to work these accounts together with you. Some of these names also, they have operations not just in the United States, in Costa Rica, but in other countries in Latin America. So we could work these accounts together. So we see this as an opportunity. We have a corporate division. There we do, they would do bank assurance. We have many banks, cooperatives, financial institutions. We do group insurance, vehicle fleet insurance. Then we have our marketing, human HR, finance, technology, audit, and compliance department. So we are an entire company to the service of our clients. We recently started operations also in Dominican Republic. We are in Santo Domingo. We are working very close with a bank called ProMedica, and we are running their bank assurance programs. And we also will be opening an operation in Honduras. We are on the process of getting our license. And the idea will be to run a bank assurance program. So as you see, we do everything, right? We do from employee benefits, we do property and casualty with corporations, and we are very strong also at bank assurance. We do insure absolutely everything, from buildings to agriculture, multinationals. We have expertise in all industries. So we translate, our customers get the advantage of that know-how that we have, of that expertise in the different industries in terms of how to get the best insurance.
Yeah, I think Carlos unfortunately has been frozen here. So like, just to add on what he was saying is that actually like his company is very, very experienced in dealing with multinational companies coming to Costa Rica, and we're very happy again here, like servicing international clients. So yeah, we apologize really for the technical difficulty. And there you go, Carlos, please continue. Like, I think you have been frozen. That is part of the experience. Carlos, I think you have to unmute yourself, please.
Your microphone.
Oh, right. Sorry. Okay. All right. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, we have a HR and payroll outsourcing service. Basically, what we do is we help these small multinationals setting up operations in Costa Rica. So we help them to pay, to administrate the payroll, to administrate the payments to the social security system, control the vacation of their employees. So we are like their HR department when they're small. When they grow, they do it themselves. So that's a way that we use to help these companies to start operations in Costa Rica, and we have very competitive fees. We are one of the main producers with most of the insurance company. We are not the number one producer of ASA, for example, MAFRE. We have get the number one several years with Pan American, INS, which is the state-owned company, and Qualitas. We get the awards from them on a yearly basis due to our production. In our webpage, our clients will be able to see everything. It's in English and Spanish. From there, they will be able to see the medical networks, the car repair shops. They will be able to get the claim forms. They will be able to submit their claims in the medical expense, in the health insurance. They submit the claims directly through our webpage. They can buy insurance online also. Travel insurance, tourist insurance, vehicle insurance, they do buy online these kind of products. They also can do the enrollment online. If we have a group that is buying a health insurance, all the employees do their enrollment through our webpage. So basically, it's very functional. We have the same thing with an app. Our clients can get all the information, contact information. They even could rent a substitute vehicle in case of an accident at very low rates, just for being our customer. We have all ways of contacts. Every account has a specialized executive in the area they're working at. We have our services 24/7. We are very, very customer focused. Our customers, we get meetings with them on a monthly basis. They get the claim report every month, and we'll be discussing what's going on with the accounts, and we'll be giving them advice. We have alliances with all hospitals and clinics, most of them, so they will get special discounts, special treatment, just for being a customer, right? We have our customers, they get the discount card, which is digital. They have to download it in their app, and they get discounts from 5 to 30% that some of the hospitals, clinics, pharmacies, gymnasiums, car repair shops will give them just for being our customers. What products do we sell? Well, absolutely everything, right? We are in all products of property and casualty, and we do everything in employee benefits, right? We go from a travel insurance up to a marine, right? So we are in every single product is important for us. The idea is to keep the customer happy and to be there every time our customer needs advice or help with their insurance. This is a list of some of our clients. All of them are multinationals. You must recognize some of them. We have so many others, but our idea is that you can see Costa Rica as a good country to invest due to the benefits. We're very good in software also. Many companies come looking for software developments, and many of US companies will be here or are thinking in coming to Costa Rica. So our challenge is to work with these companies and help them to set up operations in Costa Rica and get them to be clients of Confia. So we'll appreciate if you could, if you have some clients in your countries that have operations in Costa Rica, we appreciate if you can call us and work together to get these accounts with us. All right, Christian. Well, that's my presentation. Thank you very much for everyone's time, and happy to answer any question.
Yeah, no, that's great. That was really great. That was very informative. I really appreciate that. That's really good. So, and then we will not spend too much time. We'll do the questions actually in the end. So we'll right away actually move to our second country where we feature today, like not only Central America, but also South America. So, and when we're talking about Ecuador, again, but similar to Costa Rica, is also like a very interesting country. It's located, as you can see, on the Pacific in South America, just south of Colombia and north of Peru. So it has actually a population of 17.5 million, and the GDP is about 107 billion. So a couple of facts there too, which like you might not know, which again maybe not only for insurance, but it's right along the Andes, which is the big mountain chain in South America. We have the Rockies in North America, but in South America it's the Andes. So and actually, like Pablo will tell you a little bit more about the landscape there, which he's much better familiar than I am. Very important. You might know that the Galapagos Islands are actually part of Ecuador. One of the big miracles in really also like the world of animals traveling. If you're interested in that, that's great. And another maybe not known fact is in Ecuador, actually official currency is the US dollar. But I think like I've said actually here enough for me. So, and I will actually now give the microphone to Pablo to tell us more about Insight, his company, Pablo being a management member of Insight, international manager, and many wonderful things to tell us about the insurance markets in Ecuador, his company and his country. Thank you. Please go ahead.
Good morning to everyone. Nice to meet you. My name is Pablo Báez. I'm the General Manager of Insight. We are a middle-sized insurance broker in Ecuador. I will make a brief presentation of my country. We are touching the sky because we are in the Andean mountains, like Christian said. Ecuador is one of the 7 mega-diverse countries in the world. It has one of the highest level of biodiversity per square mile. Actually, the highest peak in the world is located in Ecuador. It's called Chimborazo. It's 1 point mile higher than the Mount Everest. This is because we lie at the equator, and in the equator, the Earth rotates. So the highest peak in the world is in Ecuador, and it's called Chimborazo. We are also the country where belongs the Panama hat. The Panama hat is actually Ecuadorian hat, and as Christian said, the Galapagos Islands also belongs to Ecuador. We have also one of the world's 7 biggest mega volcanoes. It's in like a Yellowstone Park. We have a volcano called Chalupas, which is a massive caldera that spans 10 miles throughout the Cotopaxi National Park. Quito, the capital of Ecuador, is one of the world's highest capital. We are sitting at a comfortable height of almost 10,000 feet above sea level. Ecuador's population is 7 million. Mostly we speak Spanish. We are Spanish speakers. We have an area of almost 100,000 square miles. 5% of this is water. Our gross product is about 202,000 billion. Our per capita income is $11,000 per year. We are using the dollar official currency since 2000, and I would like to say that I think we were the first to use the dollar coin. When I used it to travel to the States, we used it to pay with the coins in some store just to have fun, because most Americans didn't know the coin. in this coin is widely used now in Ecuador. We are sometimes changing places with Costa Rica, the biggest exporters of bananas. Banana is one of the biggest products of the export products of Ecuador. However, Ecuador is not all about bananas. We are also a major exporter of oil, flowers, cocoa, shrimps, rice, cotton, and coffee. Yeah, Ecuador is a land of opportunities. Since we have a very good program to handle the pandemic, we are since 2 months, maybe if you like, we are living almost without restrictions. We're taking our normal life again. The World Bank estimates that Ecuador will grow 3.4%, and the International Monetary Fund says 3.5 in 2022. Will be one of the fastest growing rates in the region. We are, as I said, we are large oil exporters, and we are also seeing this year as a good year because at the beginning of the year, the oil prices were recovering and reaching almost $80, and by now I think almost $100 per barrel. We expect the investments to increase 5% in this year because we have big projects in oil and mining sectors. There are those two areas will have a lot of investments in this year and in the next because as I said, we have a lot of oil and we have also a lot of areas with you can find any kind of minerals. One other thing is, since we have a new government since 1 year, we are back in the international markets, and we will have access to better financial opportunities. Something about Ecuador and its insurance market. Ecuador is mostly persons insurance market. As you can see, the first line of insurance in our market is life, mostly group life. It has to do with financing of cars, of homes, which require that you have a life insurance. Second is car insurance, including liability. Anytime you buy a car insurance, you get liability coverage. It's the second line in our country. Then you have fire and cat perils. That's most industry and also homes that are sold with bank credit. And you have to, as well as you have to have a life insurance, you have to buy a fire and cat perils insurance for the house you buy with the bank financing. Then you have health insurance. It's mostly private health insurance. We have a mandatory health and life insurance by our Social Security, but some companies and some persons are more worried about their health situation, and they buy private health insurance. Then you have liability bonds is an important and growing product in our market. Then you have all risk oil industry. Oil industry will have a better future in the next year because there will come a lot of investments. Then you have personal accident, marine, it's transport, and then other lines. Regarding companies, the first company in our market is Equinoxial. It's part of a biggest insurance group, which has insurance company, broker, life insurance company. Then we have Chubb Seguros. It's well known for you. Pincha is a local company, mostly working in life insurance. Then Sucre was a state company, which is now being closed because it was a big source of corruption. So this company will close in the next year. Then you have AIG, Metropolitana. It's a partnership between a local group and AIG. And Zurich is a branch of the well-known Zurich company. Aseguradora del Sur, Hispana, Latina, local companies, and Mafre, also known for you. Then Ecuadoriano Suiza, Sweden, Equivida. Equivida is a company which belongs now to Equinoxial. The company is going to be closed, and the operation will be assumed by Seguros Equinoxial. And Unidos, Bupa, and then other companies. And among the other companies, you will have Liberty, Generali, BMI, Pali from New Orleans. And that's it, I think, regarding the other market. Something about us now. Our company was initially grounded as Rodrigo Rendon y Asociados. We bought it in 2004, and on December this year we changed the name to Insight Compañía Limitada because we wanted to have a more corporate-oriented name. Since then, we are running our business with important growth rate and the confidence on the most important insurers of Ecuador. We are an independent broker. We are doing just insurance. We don't have any other collateral business. Since we want to be focused and in what we do right. Among our clients in some different lines, we have some of the most recognized companies in the world. We are very focused in logistics, infrastructure building, chemical and pharmaceutical industry. And we have clients like in all or some lines of business. We have clients like Merck, like BASF, like Boehringer, a lot of German companies. We have also some oil companies, and we are serving them since I think more than 10 years, because we have a high ratio of retention of clients, because I think the service we provide. We have in premiums we sold in 2019 about 4 million. We are working in general lines, 50% of our portfolio. Then we have life and health, 45%, and then bonds, 5%. We have just people working directly in the business. We have 10 people. Our main office is in Quito with 6 people, and our Guayaquil branch has 4 people. All the other services are provided by third parties, accounting, anything we have to do with administration, human resources, and so on. 10 people just working in the business and just doing insurance brokerage. Why Insight? I would say the values, which the first one is integrity in each act we do. That is our principle, and we are very focused and keep it always as the first one. Innovation and inspiration. I used to work in Germany and in Colombia, and I like to keep in touch with the world. Therefore, each year I'm going to a meeting in the United States with streams, and another in Europe, just to be aware what's going on in the insurance business, and to get ideas, to get inspiration about things that we could do better in our businesses. We are very imaginative, and we try to be creative when we are offering solutions to our clients. And as well as integrity, one of our more important values is commitment with our clients and with our job. Our strengths are 20 years attending complete corporate businesses, just as Insight, because 10 years before I worked with a well-known broker in Latin America who was serving the all the biggest German accounts in Ecuador, in Colombia, Siemens, Daimler, Chrysler, and so far. So I would say inside 20 years, but in general, almost 30 years of experience and very complex businesses. Deep knowledge of international insurance solutions, because some of our clients we are serving in the front programs, which means we have to be updated about what is happening in the international programs in bigger accounts. Prestige in respect in the local market. Anytime anyone you ask for us in Ecuador will give you good reference. We are very known because of our ethics and our and the way to do the way we do our job. We are very worried about our clients. We know as a company guided by human beings, we can make mistakes. So since the beginning of our operation, we have a respective E&O policy to cover our clients against mistakes we could make. This request of having an E&O insurance came in Ecuador in effect in Ecuador just 5 or 4 years ago. However, in inside since the beginning we have it as a must. We must have a E&O insurance to cover our clients. And I say to some of my clients, my E&O policy is sometimes bigger than yours, because we have to give an adequate warranty to our client. How do we do it? All the international clients and big accounts are handled by the manager. It means adjustment to the local market for global insurance concept, and local implementation of global programs, extension and other modifications, preparation of reinsurance slips, premium bordereau, reporting to the main office, global broker or global insurer or reinsurer, risk management, and settlement of big or complex claims. That is made by the management, which I have to say, which is me. Technical support in the day-to-day services are handled by my team. It has to do with trading with the local insurers, profit of policies and documents, claim follow-up and assessing, daily direct service to the clients regarding operative features, handling of inclusion, exclusion, modifications, and the management of our systems database. As I said, we are a middle-sized company. Something about me, which is running the operation, which will be the person that will assist you if it comes the case that you have some need of service in Ecuador. I'm Ecuadorian, 60-year-old, mother tongue Spanish, fluent in German and English. My university studies were in finance. My insurance education was made in Zurich. Is ITC, it's the Swiss Insurance Training Center, part of Swiss Re. I made 2 parts, fit for professional underwriting and expert underwriting. And in Munich, I made formation in a well-known controller academy in management, budgeting, controlling. As I said, I worked as a well-known broker in our region, which was Bacolda, now it's part of a network. Before I worked in the pharmaceutical industry in Ecuador, in Germany, and then in Colombia. That's something about Ecuador, our market insight. If you have any question, I will be glad to answer it.
Well, thank you so much, Pablo. That was also extremely informative. I think, I hope you got really some good overview about 2, I think, very important markets in Central and South America. And I also want to mention that also Confia Corredores de Seguros is part of Sandbrook, so they're also part of the Central American Alliance, where also we have other partners in neighboring countries, and the same also, like besides Ecuador, of course, there's investments going into other countries. So we're really happy to service you really all over, like those territories where we believe like there's going to be more investments coming because of the proximity and the cultural also proximity between Latin America and the United States. As you know, like Latin America is Roman Catholic from due to the Spanish and Portuguese really like conquistadors who came over there. Well, one thing like to open, I want to open it up for questions right away, and maybe starting Pablo with you, because one thing like I thought that was really interesting was the fact that I was not aware that you have actually a very large company, which is number 3 company in the market, which actually is going in liquidation. So my first question to you, what kind of regulatory oversight do you have in Ecuador? And how do normally these things, I would guess, like this is kind of exception, and how do you normally try to kind of prevent this from happening? Is there any solvability rules, or normally how's the financial oversight in Ecuador? Pablo.
Could you please repeat the question?
The question is that you have the number 3 company in Ecuador, right, which is in liquidation, which means it went under. So, which means have capitalization issues. That is always very important for our US and Canadian broker partners and their clients, because we're always looking at ratings and financial security. So we always want to make sure that business is placed with a company which is financially strong. So, so the question is there, what kind of financial oversight is there normally in Ecuador, which I believe that normally the authorities try to prevent, right, companies from going under in the insurance markets in Ecuador?
Yeah, we have regulations for the companies regarding the capital, also for the insurance, reinsurers, and brokers also. But the thing is, they have to submit some information to our control entities. The control entity in charge of insurance is the Superintendencia de Compañías y Seguros, and yeah, they should prove year to year that the companies, the financial statements of the companies are let's say in a properly the figures of the company, but sometimes it does not happen, and yeah, you get things like Seguro Sucre, for example, which has one advantage. For 2 or 3 years, there was a statement from the government that all the state companies or state-owned companies and official entities should buy their insurance by this company. However, there was a big issue with corruption. They showed that they bought reinsurance, but they didn't. So when the large claims came, for example, in the oil industry, it was noticed that there were no proper reinsurance. There was, in some cases, there was not at all reinsurance back in the policies. So it brings us a lot of issues, and at the end, the new government decided that it was better to close the company. The problem is not regulation; it is regulation for insurance companies, reinsurers, brokers. If you have to act in Ecuador, you have to fulfill a lot of requirements regarding your financial situation. The problem is not the law. The problem is if the people is fulfilling the law, because you have to also as a person, when you have to buy insurance in Ecuador, you have to get a lot of information because of money laundering. Unfortunately, despite all the regulations, those kind of things happen.
Very interesting. Like, well, Pablo, I really appreciate the background. And again, this is another reason to all of you why it is good to have one of our TSC brokers who can actually guide you through these kind of like issues in Ecuador in the market if you have a client who needs a placement. So this is really showing like why it's so important to have a broker. Really appreciate the background. Let me see. We have some other questions, and please feel free to answer more. Have more questions here, and I see. Oh, Carlos, there's one thing I see here, and one question to you is: I think like we're all very interested and very pleased to see. Like it seems like employee benefits play a very big role in Costa Rica. So how do you think, like, how important is it? Is it when a new company comes from the United States and Canada, when they establish themselves, would you think this is kind of something that should have from the get-go? And is like and how would you normally, what would you recommend like a new company coming there to implement, and what could you provide them?
All right, great questions. Yeah, as I mentioned, we have new companies coming every week, so it's great for the country. Some of them start small, so we help them to find their offices. We have WeWork also. Most of them are starting WeWork with renting a small office there, but they do have to offer the employee benefit program. It's voluntary, it's not compulsory, but all of them do it because all the market offers this benefit. So if they want to hire good employees, they must offer the benefit that everyone wants to get this benefit, right? If they don't offer it, they're going to have a tough time hiring people. So all of them are offering these packages to all the employees.
And that's great.
Yeah, actually, local companies, Costa Rican companies, are having a tough time because these multinationals are competing right in the market and hiring the best people. So locals now, they have to offer the benefits as well. Otherwise, they'll lose their employees.
Yeah, no, that's it. No, it's very interesting. I kind of thought I didn't know that, but that's great. I really appreciate the background, Carlos, because this is kind of very similar, I think, right now in the United States. We also have a shortage of workforce in many areas, including insurance, actually. So and benefits are extremely important to employees. So that must be really good for your business also, and we're very happy to hear that you have this kind of thing. Yeah, like there's one thing also, another one also for you. Pablo mentioned money laundering. Is there also some sort of compliance rules or something when you go there in terms very similar, comparable? I believe in quite a few Latin American countries have that. Is there something like this also in force in Costa Rica?
Yeah, that's everywhere, right? The same everywhere. We are regulated by the regulated entity in Costa Rica. They regulate insurance companies and brokers companies, and we do have it's called the law 8240, which is a money laundering law. So we have a compliance officer actually in Confia, and there's another one in the insurance company. It's so many regulation. So we need to comply with who's the customer. We need to complete the forms. Who are the shareholders, up to the physical person, right? Because sometimes the owner is a corporation and the owner of that corporation is another corporation, right? So we need to go to the individual, up to the individual person who owns the company, and know where the money is coming from, even though it's just to buy an insurance, right? So we're very strong in terms of compliance. Our country is very strict with banks and insurance companies, brokers, and any firm that is administrating funds from customers.
Oh, great. No, I really appreciate that. Thank you. So I think there's one last one here also, and I think you mentioned that, like I see that here, Pablo, well, you're located in Quito, but I think there's also you also have two offices, right? And I think besides Quito, I think Guayaquil is also a very important place. What kind of how's the setup? Why do you have these two offices? Are there also international companies in Guayaquil?
Yeah, Quito is the capital, and as it is the place of the multinational companies. The main office of the multinational companies are based in Quito, as well as all the institutions, embassies, consulates, and everything. But also some kind of local industries that we are exporting. As I said, flowers, broccoli, mangoes, and those things. And all those plantations are located in the Sierra. We call it the mountains. We call it La Sierra. All these companies are located in La Sierra, and most of those companies prefer to have their offices in Quito. Guayaquil is our port. Is I will say the main entrance of the imports and the main door out for the exports. Guayaquil is the main port. We have two ports more, Manta and Esmeraldas, but the main is Guayaquil. And in Guayaquil, you find a lot of companies related to the products that we export from the coast. In this case, bananas, coffee, cocoa, and also a lot of companies which are working a lot in logistics area. As I said, we are very strong in multinational businesses, which makes sense to attend from our office in Quito, but we are also very strong in logistics operations. We are the leading company insuring containers in Ecuador. We actually introduced the product in Ecuador. And of course, since we are very specialized in logistic operations, we need to have an office in Guayaquil. We have both offices since the beginning of our company. And I would say our businesses are running almost 50% in Guayaquil and 15% in Quito, which is not normally. Normally, the companies who are strong in La Sierra, in Quito, they have small operations in Guayaquil. Vice versa, companies coming from Guayaquil have small operations in Quito, but we have a strong operation in both cities. And if you ask me, maybe our future is brighter in Guayaquil than in Quito, because I'm not from Quito. Also, I did to my clients, I'm not from Quito. I'm not from Guayaquil. I'm just an insurance broker, and I go where the business goes.
That makes totally sense to me, Pablo. I really appreciate that. Thank you both so much. Also, thank you, Grace, for actually helping me and assisting me today and us in doing this. I hope all of you have learned a lot more about those two really, I think, very special countries and our two really special companies. Also, I want to say, who we are very happy to have as our broker partners and members of TSC. And again, if you have any business in the future and will set up operations or purchase companies in those countries, they're really happy to service them. Either Carlos, really like Confia, or insight from Pablo. And as you can see, both companies are very knowledgeable international. They really understand the client needs. And I'm very sure they will do a wonderful job for you and your client to provide phenomenal service. So yeah, that really leads me to the end of it. We went a little bit over because of questions we have, which is always a good thing, right? So really appreciate that. And in the end of the day, also please remember, please, if you have any requests for any kind of things, not only for Latin America, but also for other parts of the world, be it Europe, be it Asia, be it Africa, be it even other territories which might be difficult, we can help you. We are actually represented in over 180 countries, and very proud again, having this wonderful alliance you set up, and also today's webinar session. So this actually session will be made available on the internet after that, so all members can log in. So please feel free to recommend this to all of your colleagues and others who would like to see it. And the only thing left for me to say is thank you all, and see you next time for our next session of Around the World with TRC. have a wonderful summer, and hopefully we're going to see a lot of business for all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.